Hi. So we got the uh, V27 update, and I guess it's gonna be live tonight. Well, I mean, it says here 11 a.m. CST. Uh, well, 100% of the players will have it by 11 a.m. CST tomorrow. So I guess it just depends on your time zone. Um, anyways, I thought it would be a good idea to read the patch notes just in case you can't really get to it, or maybe who knows. But all the games that I watch on YouTube, every YouTuber I see reads the patch notes. So I thought I'd be that guy, for the tower. So uh, let's read what we got here. So it says you can find the patch notes on under the developer announcements in the main tower Discord. By the way, if you want to read it for yourself. So V27 update. Hello, tower defenders. It's update time. Let's dive into the new content. Rollout begins today with the goal to have 100% of players by 11 a.m. CST tomorrow. Okay. First category, new enemy fleets. A new enemy type, forgive me if I'm not really a good reader here, guys, has invaded higher tiers. Fleets of the new enemy type that spawns in tiers 14 and up. So the new enemies in tier 14 and up. The new enemy type has a large amount of health to bring a new challenge to battles. Fleets approach your tower with a group of enemies and are not impacted by direct targeting. Okay? So I guess target priority doesn't work on them. Oh, by the way, I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end, so stick around. Okay? Fleets spawn less often at tower tiers and more frequently at lower tiers and more frequently at higher ones. We're introducing three types under fleets. Okay, so the first type, commander. A passive unit that stays outside of the tower's range, empowering enemy health within its area of effect. Overcharge. This is the second one. An attacker that stops outside of the tower's range, shooting a returning projectile that doubles its power with each subsequent hit. Okay. Saboteur. This is the third one. A specialized unit that latches onto the tower, disabling a random ultimate weapon on impact, restoring the ultimate weapon when it's defeated. Okay, next category, new tiers. We have added tiers 19, 20, and 21 into the game. These are new tiers that are paired with new milestones and a stronger presence of fleets. Here's a look at the content available. Okay, first thing, new card. The newest card is an area effect. I guess that's what it's called, area of effect. It increases the AoE damage to specific sources. Inner landmines, poison swamp, smart missile, flame bot, and regular landmines. Area of effect mastery increases the range of all damage area of effects and unlocks additional research. This card is unlocked as mastery reward at tier 20. Additionally, the prerequisites for unlocking card mastery stays at 30 max cards. So your access to card mastery is not impacted by new milestone content. Okay, so I guess that means that if you already have card masteries, or if you already have your max cards and have done the prerequisites, it's all good, you know. But it to me, this doesn't say anything about how to unlock the card. So I think that it's not like, you know how some of the cards are behind milestones. I don't think it's like that. I think you just get it when you pull cards. I mean, I don't know, but that's what it sounds like. Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Okay, third category, assisted modules. The assisted modules have a feature unlocks as a milestone reward in tier 19, wave 40. Players can spend stones to unlock an assisted module slot for each module type. When an assisted module slot is unlocked, you can unequip a module that matches that slot type. Assisted modules maintain their main effect, unique effect, and substats at a reduced efficiency. You can increase the effectiveness of these values with stones and through lab research. And I guess the lab research is unlocked at tier 19, wave 50. I think that's what it's saying there. You won't be able to equip modules that are the same name. Okay? New labs. Next category. We have a number of new labs available as milestone unlocks, including enhancement coin discount labs for attack, defense, and utility, attack and health labs for rays, vampires, and scatters, ranged enemy lab, and I guess it's unlocked. It's added. It says added at tier 13, wave 80. Okay. Next one, assisted modules labs for substat and bonus efficiencies across all 4 types. And then for group battle, and then the next one is 4 groups of battle condition reduction labs, reducing the effect of specific battle conditions by a percentage. So, battle condition labs, I'm guessing. That's what it says there. Okay, next thing, modules. Assisted modules have introduced another layer of power to your tower's build. As such, most modules have remained unchanged. One module, however, was due for a revision. So what they did is they changed the OM chip. Okay? So OM chip has a new effect. Spotlight will rotate to focus a boss. Bosses reflect the light around it to nearby enemies, increasing by 2 times, 4 times, 7 times, or 15 times. So I'm guessing epic is 2 times, legendary 4 times, mythic 7 times, and ancestral 15 times. The damage they receive. Okay, so it reflects, and then they get a damage multiplier. Sounds cool. New modules. We have several new modules being added to the game. Okay, so save up your gems, guys. The first module will be available in the feature banner on August 25th. So start saving. August 25th, 2005. at 7 p.m. If you're watching this video after that date, bless your heart. Feature modules banners will have a 2-week duration followed by a 1-week break. So we could save gems, I'm guessing. When the next featured banner goes live, the previous module will enter into the standard banner. Okay, I'm going to give some thoughts about that afterwards, okay? Okay, so Guardians. We have 2 changes to existing Guardian chips. Okay? First change, Ally. The Ally chip has a reworked ability, converts an enemy to an ally recovery package that can heal the tower beyond the maximum recovery amount. Its 3 values have changed to recovery amount, max recovery, and cooldown. Okay, so those are the stats that are on the ally chip, I'm guessing. Okay, and then we have Bounty, which was previously the steel chip, and I really feel bad because I never grabbed it. I grabbed everything else in that store except for that. So we're just gonna have to grab it next time, guys. But anyways, and this looks kind of cool too. So Steel has been renamed to Bounty and given an adjustment to its ability. Tower Guardian places a bounty on nearby non-common enemies, causing them to grant more coins on death. Okay. So next category, attack speed refactor. We have refactored how attack speed functions to improve its calculation across game speeds and allow for indefinitely high attack speeds. Infinitely high attack speeds. This change includes an improvement on attack speed performance on higher game speeds. So I'm guessing that we won't have to slow our tournament down to 2.5 when you have a high attack speed, I guess. I mean, that's something that somebody else is going to have to test because my attack speed is pretty low. They say anything above 40, it starts, not work. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments after you tested it. Okay? Changelog gameplay. Added ability for black hole coin bonus to apply to all enemies that die inside of the black hole, even if the black hole has no effect on them. Okay? Added new levels to bots. 10 levels to amplify bots, bonus and duration. 10 levels to golden bots, bonus and duration. 10 levels to flame bots, damage. 5 levels to flame bots, damage reduction. Implemented diminishing returns for pulsar harvesters reduction at 100 levels. Okay, so this is the part where I think that they're nerfing, they're trying to nerf the infinite strat. But I'm really not too sure. I mean, not with that, but when I read down a little bit more, you'll get it. Okay, so adjusted inner landmines quantity calculations to accommodate for greater number of inner landmines. Implemented an adjustment to enemy's mass where the enemy's mass increases by 4% each wave they are alive. Okay. Adjusted elite spawning logic so each elite has its own spawn cap. Okay. And increase enhancement level caps. That's what it says after that. So I don't know. Attack. Damage, rend armor, critical factor, damage per meter, and super crit multiplier are increased by 100%. I mean, by 100, not 100%. I gotta watch it what I say here because I'm gonna get the wrong thing. Attack speed is increased by 75. Defense, health regen, defense absolute, landmine damage, wall health, and orb size is increased by 100. Utility, cash, coins, cells per kill, recovery package is increased by 100. Free upgrades is increased by 50. ELS is increased by 10. Oh, okay. So yeah, these are okay. So these are the enhancement level caps. Okay, they didn't put it in bold, so I didn't understand. So those were the enhancement levels capped. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully you understand that. Okay. The next one, battle conditions. And this is where it gets really interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to give my thoughts afterwards. Added ELS reductions to tiers 14 through 21. Adjusted using battle condition levels in tier 14 to 18. Removed Elite's ultimate at tiers 18 and replaced it with the 3 ultimate battle conditions for elites. Scattered children have X% more health. So I'm guessing it scales. Ray ultimate. Ray shoots X% faster. Vampire ultimate. Vampire drains X% faster. New battle condition in tier 21, mass enforcement. Surviving enemies' mass increases by X% per wave they are alive. Okay? And now let's talk about tournaments. I'm not going to read the bug fix part. Well, maybe I'll just read it. Yeah, well, it's getting kind of long now. I mean, I guess I'll read some of this stuff. I don't know. Anyways, bug fixes. Where was I? Tournaments. Okay, I'm just going to read this, and then y'all could read the bug fixes and all that. But I just think I should just read the important stuff here, which is... I mean, it's all important, but yeah, you know what I mean. So anyways, tournaments. Tournaments have become too long from many months of power creep. We are aiming to shorten them a considerable amount so you don't feel obligated to dedicate a whole day to each tournament. So what they did was they added ELS battle conditions. So enemy level skip battle conditions to gold, platinum, and champion leagues. And then they adjusted ELS battle conditions in Legends League. And they added the fleets, which were the 3 mobs, I guess, to Legends League. Okay? So let me go and give you my thoughts so far, just real quick, because I know it's been long. And thank you for watching. So, at my level, I don't see anything wrong with what they did with any of this stuff, because I'm not there yet. But that kind of brings me to the other foot, where I wish the developers would make some type of catch-up mechanic to get to that level. And in a way, this kind of also nerfs me because I just got into Champions League and I'm barely hanging in there. Well, I'm like in in that 16 to 24 place bracket, where I'm just barely surviving already. And so what does that mean? Am I getting nerfed here? I mean, I really don't know. I have to see. We have to see and find out, really, because we don't know yet. But I've done a lot of work on my tower to try to catch up the best way I can. I mean, I still have all the labs to do and all of this. So, to me, that's like my main thing, and to me, it's just kind of sad to see that they didn't address that part of it. Now, the next thing is the modules that I kind of want to talk about. Uh, that they're adding these four new modules. So right now, I really need another NVN, and I really need Sharp Fortitude, and I need at least two copies of that to make it legendary, so it could replace the module that I'm using. Right? In order for it to be worth it, because if I just get one epic, it's not going to replace the module I have. I need another one to make it legendary So now these four other modules are being added into the pool of modules that you could get. And like I said, there's no catch up mechanic. Like, I really wish that they would introduce, the standard banner, and then maybe a old banner of whichever module, and then the new module banner, something like that. But they say after the new module goes away, then that one goes into the pool, and then we have a week to save our gems, and then we pull for the next module, whatever it is, and we try to get that one, and then whenever after the 2 weeks, that one goes into the pool, and it's like, dude, so really, I'm not going to pull any regular modules until, what, 2 months from now? And I'm still trying to get Sharp Fortitude, and I'm still trying to get MVN. I need one copy of MVN to make it legendary so I could try to use that. And then like I said about Sharp Fortitude. And so now it's like it's almost getting to the point where I'm going to have to, I mean, it's crazy the amount of pulls that I need to get. Now, don't get me wrong. The odds are starting to look better. Because now they're adding more epics into the pool, but it's only a 2.5% chance on each time you pull or something like that, and then you're guaranteed one after 150. So that's 1,000. I mean, that's pretty much $100. So if you go to the store and buy 3,000 gems, you're spending $100 for one module, one epic module. So to me I don't know, there's to me that kind of that doesn't sit right with me. I'd be happier if there was a banner that I could pull from, like kind of like those gacha games. If they had they kind of have a system like that, but in the gacha game, like if you're pulling for a certain module, or if you're pulling for a certain character, you have a 75% chance to pull that character. But I mean, it still feels bad when you don't pull the character. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still a percent chance in there. But does anybody understand what I'm trying to say here? I mean, am I alone here? I don't know. So, but I mean, I'm still having fun with it. I don't mind pulling modules. I mean, that to me, that's just a part of the game. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, wait until you get some more. But now it's like, dude, now I'm going to be waiting a really long time. I mean, depending on what these new modules are, if they're any good, then hey, you know what? I'll just replace all my modules with those modules and call it a day and be happy. You know, so we'll see on that. Yeah. So I mean, I talked about the tournaments, and and I think that they're trying to nerf the infinite strat, but to me, players are very creative, and just by reading what I read today, I'm not sure it's enough to to stop it really, because I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a player right now cooking up an infinite strat, you know, and that's what players do, man. They figure out a way. So if there's a will, there's a way. Most of the time, you know. I mean, without using any kind of hacks or anything like that. They're literally using what's in the game to do this. So it's not like they're cheating. They're legit. You know what I mean? They're legit doing this. So so that's cool. And then like I said, I'm not at that level either. So I can't be mad at that person, because me and him aren't even in the same bracket at all. If anything, it looks like I'm getting demoted back down to platinum. Just by reading what it says here, if I'm already last place as it is, and then they added this to it, yeah, I'm definitely probably not going to be in champs for a while. So, if the developer's watching, Tech Tree, can you please introduce a catch-up mechanic so we could... I mean, we'll probably never be able to catch up to the people that have been playing for 3 years and spend $500 a month. Me, I could only afford $120 a month. I mean, $150 from my allowance. I get an allowance of $150 from my dad. So I'll never be. I mean, I've already, so I'm not. You know what I mean? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. I try to read every comment, so please be nice. I tried the best I could with what I have. And just thank you. Thank you for watching. Happy idling. Bye.